Hello everyone, it's time for another ProGuides video. My name is Nathan Ng and I'd like to welcome you guys back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to be going over 8 of the best aim training methods for CSGO. One of the best ways you can keep yourself practicing consistently is by changing up your routine every now and then. When you use different practice methods, you have a lower chance of feeling burnt out and not wanting to play. It also helps you widen your skill set, and being well-rounded is never a bad thing. Before we get started though, it's time for our question of the day. And today's question is, what is your favorite aim training method? Personally, I love Deathmatch. While using offline maps is good for training your aim and will definitely help you progress, Deathmatch gives you that chance of testing your progress against other players, and I think that's pretty cool. But what do you guys like? Be sure to leave a comment below, and without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these training methods that you can use to take your aim to the next level. Firstly, we're going to be going over Steam Community Workshop maps for you guys to try out. This first one you probably heard before is called Aimbots. As far as aim training methods, Aimbots is a jack of all trades and is one of the most popular aim training maps in Counter-Strike. You're in a central area where you have bots placed in the ring all around you. You have a lot of different settings available to change up your practice routine. You can also control where the bots spawn, how they move, how much armor they have, and so much more. While you could probably create an entire aim routine off of this map alone, it would probably require a lot of time to play around with the settings. Personally, I really like to use this map to practice my counter-strafing and tap and burst shots, since you have a lot of room to move around in the central area. But with all of the different options available, you can realistically practice most things that you would need to do with this map. If you have some spare time on your hands, download Aimbots and play around with some of the settings and create your own little aim routine. If you're not a fan of playing around with the settings, then we'll jump right into the next map. The next map that we're going to be talking about is called Fast Aim/Reflex Training. While not as popular as Aimbots, it's still well known and is used by many skilled players. This map is designed to help you guys with your reaction times and hit more shots on moving targets. Similarly to Aimbots, you can start off the central island where there are bots on the outer rig. However, what makes this map a little bit different is that the bots will run at you while strafing to the side. When they are moving like this, the bots are way more difficult to hit, and they will be a big challenge if you haven't practiced with moving targets before. There are two main things that I think this map can help you with: your recoil control and flicking. Spraying at moving targets can be really difficult due to CSGO's unforgiving recoil patterns, so fast aim/reflex training is a great way for you guys to practice that. Whether it's with pistols or sharpening your op skills, shooting at these moving targets is a great way to improve your muscle memory and then hit more shots on those moving targets. I personally love using this map to practice with the deagle. Getting a few hundred kills flicking every day has increased the amount of 1-deags I hit by a wide margin, so if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to give this map a try. Created by some of the guys at ESL, this next map is another great option for training your aim. The CSGOHub.com map has a couple of different modes that you can use to sharpen your skills, including B-Hop and KZ. But today we're going to be talking about and mainly focusing on the aim training modes. These are Range, Rush, and Shuffle. Range mode is similar to Aimbots, where you have to shoot static bots at various distances. However, the bots are all in one direction and the map doesn't really feature a full 360-degree arena like the last two maps. Since we already have access to Aimbots, this mode isn't really anything special, but the other two modes are a lot more fun and challenging. The next mode is Rush, where a few bots will run at you at the same time and then you have to kill as many as you can. If one of the bots reaches where you are, your kill streak is reset and you have to start again from zero. I really like this mode because not only is it challenging, but it has a scoring system that you can use to benchmark your process. If you end up playing this mode, let me know in the comments what your longest kill streak is. Mine is around 250, and after this video, I might try to get it up to 300. I might. Sounds pretty exhausting, but also really fun. The last mode that we're going to be going over is Shuffle, which features bots strafing back and forth at long-range distances, moving around various structures that are similar to what you might be seeing on competitive maps. Shooting at these bots running behind walls, cars, and doors gives you a more realistic way to train your long-range fights than Aimbots. It's definitely a challenge, but after playing it for a bit, you'll see yourself winning a lot more of these fights on these long-range angles like along A on Overpass or Dust 2. Give this map a try, I think it'll be worth your while. If you've been watching this video for a while, then you know that we put a lot of emphasis on crosshair placement. It's one of the most important things for a player to master and will do a lot more to improve your game than just training your aims for hours on end. One of the best ways to improve your crosshair placement is the YPRAC map series. The YPRAC series features practice maps for every single map in the competitive map pool, with a lot of great game modes to help improve your map knowledge. However, the main focus of these maps for this video is gonna be the pre-fire mode. In this mode, you pick an entry route and then go into the bomb site where there will be bots placed at the most common angles. By playing through this mode on all of the competitive maps, you will improve your crosshair placement significantly and will have an easier time checking the angles when you enter onto a bomb site. Similar to the Rush mode on the CSGO Hub map, there is a scoring system that will allow you to keep track of your progress in the form of a time trial. The feeling you get when you beat your best time is really special and is proof that you're improving the game, even if it's not at a very fast pace. That was one of the last workshop maps, so let's go ahead and talk about the community servers. Deathmatch is a great way to practice for a couple of reasons. One of them is that you can practice against other players. While it can be frustrating to get shot in the back, eventually you'll get used to the fast-paced chaos and be able to react to people shooting at you from different angles. We're going to be talking about the 3 kinds of deathmatch servers: Rifle Deathmatch, Headshot Deathmatch, and Pistol Deathmatch. Rifle Deathmatch is just your standard free-for-all deathmatch servers, which a lot of people like to use to warm up their aim. One of the best ways to use Rifle Deathmatch to improve is to use it to practice new skills. If you usually spray when you play in the competitive matches, try to practice getting used to bursting and tapping for every single kill. Do you crouch too much? Unbind your crouch key so you're focused on taking every fight standing up. Having trouble using FAMAS or the Galil, practice using them in deathmatch so you can be more efficient on your force buy rounds. Once you improve your flicks with the op, run around and put yourself in the most uncomfortable fights possible while trying to hit as many flicks as you can. Use deathmatch as a way to sharpen up your weaknesses, otherwise you'll build a lot of bad habits and then deathmatching will hurt you more than it will help you. Headshot only deathmatch is exactly what it sounds like, as you can only get kills with headshots. If you want to force yourself to get more headshots and rely less on spraying, this is the best mode to do it. I personally recommend using this mode to improve your counter strafing, as you won't be able to hit the body shots anyway and you can just focus on aiming and shooting the head. This is another great mode to practice your deagle as well. Pistol Deathmatch is a great tool for practicing your pistol rounds as well as shooting moving targets. If you find yourself struggling on pistol rounds, spend a few minutes in Pistol Deathmatch every day to get used to shooting moving players in the head. I recommend getting 50 kills with the Glock and then 50 kills with the USP or the P2000 every single day that you can. Use this mode to warm up your pistols and movement, but don't spend too much time on these servers because your time is better spent working on your crosshair placement and watching demos. Now we're going to go ahead and explore some options that can be used outside of CSGO to help with your aim. These are things that you can use when you want to practice but don't feel like opening up CSGO, or maybe you aren't at your home setup. The first one of these is a website called Aimbots. This is a simple browser game where you can go ahead and click on targets appearing on the screen and you keep going until you miss 3 targets. The site tracks how long your aim is and how long you last, so it's another fun challenge that you can do if you want to warm up or work on your reflexes. I can't get much higher than 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and at that point the targets just become too fast for me. Try it out for yourself and see how far you can go. The next tool has been growing a lot in popularity lately since so many popular streamers have been playing it before their games. Aimlab is an aim trainer with a lot of different game modes that you can practice to train your aim for the FPS games. There's fun challenges for all different kinds of aim, and there's also international leaderboards as well as a ranking system that you can use to test your abilities against the rest of the world. Aimlab has done a great job of introducing training modes that can be used to practice aims for all sorts of FPS games and not just CSGO. It can be a lot of fun to play around with, but I wouldn't spend too much time on it because a lot of modes aren't super useful for aiming in CSGO. If you want to practice aiming CSGO specific exercises, I actually would practice some tracking and flicking modes. The last aim trainer on this list is Kovacs 2.0, the Meta. The aim trainer is similar to Aimlab, but I wanted to include it because it also features a lot of community-made exercises, which are custom tailored to train on certain situations in certain games. Just like Aimlab, these exercises have leaderboards that can be used to compare yourself to other friends or just to the rest of the world. I should also mention that this aim trainer isn't free like Aimlab. It costs $10 on Steam, which doesn't make it most accessible for training your aim. You don't need this tool to get better at CSGO, but if you do have the money to spend it and you just want to try out the community-made training modes, go for it. You'll have a lot of fun doing so. These aim trainers are useful tools to practice certain skills that you might be struggling with, but overall, you should spend most of your time practicing CSGO within CSGO itself in order to maximize your improvement. With that all being said, that's going to be the end of this video. Hopefully this video introduces you to some new options for practicing your aiming skills. If these tools help you improve your aim and win more competitive matches, leave them in the comment below. If you also have some aim trainers that you use personally, go ahead and leave those in the comments as well to help out the other people. Please be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new content from CSGO. If you want to take your game to the next level, feel free to head over to ProGuides.com. You have the ability to work with our expert coaches to get personalized experience for improving your own game. If you want to brush up on some mechanics, we also have a handful of courses available to you. Best of luck in your competitive matches, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful day. Peace.